You know that feeling when you meet someone and instantly vibe with them, but then you realize they're not your typical alpha type? Yeah, I'm talking about Sigma males. You might be thinking, what's the deal with Sigma males? Aren't they just like alpha men? Spoiler alert. No, they're not. And here's why Sigma females, yes, us, are secretly obsessed with them. Okay, here's the thing. Society's obsessed with alpha males. The big, bold, dominant ones, right? They're always out there, taking charge, leading the pack. But let's be real. Sigma females don't always want that. Alpha males can be intense, sometimes even a little too much. So why are so many of us drawn to the quiet, independent, mysterious Sigma males instead? It's a vibe shift, and it's so real. You see, while alpha males are all about power and control, Sigma males are something else. They're quiet, self-sufficient, and totally comfortable being on their own. They don't need anyone's validation. And that's the thing that makes us obsessed. Sigma males offer something alpha males don't: freedom, respect, and genuine connection without the drama. So, why are Sigma females so into Sigma males? Well, here are 8 reasons we're drawn to them, and not the alphas. 1. Sigma females don't need constant validation. They know their worth. From the moment Sigma females step into a room, they carry with them a quiet confidence that doesn't need to be announced to the world. They don't seek the approval of others because they're already secure in who they are. This is one of the most powerful traits that sets Sigma females apart. They understand their value, and that's why they're never desperate for validation. They've spent time building their sense of self-worth, and they don't need external affirmations to feel validated. They know exactly who they are and what they're capable of. This self-assurance comes from years of learning and growing, of walking their own path and being unapologetic about it. Sigma females embrace their individuality and their journey without seeking anyone's permission to exist the way they do. They are not defined by anyone else's standards. They know that they are enough, just as they are. This makes them incredibly attractive to Sigma males. Why? Because Sigma males are drawn to that same strength. They see Sigma females as equals, not as someone to be fixed or propped up. Sigma males don't feel the need to compete for validation either. They don't have a need to prove their worth to anyone, and they certainly don't seek the spotlight. They understand that true strength doesn't come from external validation or praise, but from an internal belief in oneself. Sigma males see Sigma females as individuals who have their own direction in life. They recognize the independence and self-sufficiency that Sigma females embody. They don't feel threatened by this strength, nor do they try to compete with it. Instead, they admire it. They understand that Sigma females are in complete control of their own destiny. Sigma females don't need anyone else to define their success or happiness. They are the masters of their own lives. Sigma males respect that autonomy. They're not interested in controlling or changing Sigma females. Instead, they appreciate the unique power that comes from a woman who can stand on her own. They recognize the depth of Sigma females' strength and are genuinely attracted to that quiet, self-sustained power. Sigma males are not the type to engage in power struggles. They don't need to dominate or assert themselves to feel important. They're comfortable in their own skin, and that's exactly what they see in Sigma females. They don't try to overshadow them or diminish their accomplishments. They simply admire Sigma females for who they are: confident, independent, and strong. Sigma males don't feel the need to engage in competition with Sigma females because they know the relationship between them isn't about proving who's better. It's about mutual respect. Sigma males understand that the best relationships aren't about dominating the other person or seeking approval. It's about supporting each other and allowing each person to grow and thrive as an individual. This mutual understanding forms the foundation of their bond. Sigma males can appreciate the strength and independence of Sigma females without feeling the need to outdo them. They realize that being in a relationship with a Sigma female means understanding her need for autonomy while also offering quiet support and respect. Sigma males don't need to compete for Sigma females' approval because they already see her for who she truly is. They don't need to prove themselves to her. What matters to them is the connection they share. That genuine respect for her self-sufficiency is what makes them the perfect match for Sigma females. So while Sigma females don't need validation from others, they'll always find respect and admiration from Sigma males. The beauty of this dynamic is that it's not about proving anything. It's about two strong individuals coming together, each confident in their own right, to support and respect one another. Before I continue, if you're loving the breakdown of this dynamic, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps more than you know and lets me know you're enjoying the content. 2. Alpha males might think they're leading the pack, but Sigma females know they're the ones in charge of their own life. Sigma females don't follow the typical path that society tries to set for them. They walk their own journey on their own terms, and they do it with confidence. Sigma females know exactly what they want, and they don't need anyone telling them how to get there. While alpha males are focused on leading others, Sigma females are focused on leading themselves. They understand that true leadership starts with taking control of their own life, rather than trying to control others. Sigma females aren't out here seeking to dominate or compete for power. Their strength comes from within. They know that their worth is not determined by external measures, but by the choices they make and the path they create. This is where Sigma males come in. Sigma males don't try to take the lead in the traditional sense. They aren't trying to be in control or to outshine anyone. Instead, they understand that Sigma females have their own direction, and they respect that. Sigma males see Sigma females as equals and appreciate their drive, determination, and self-sufficiency. They don't feel the need to take over or assert dominance, and that's one of the key reasons why Sigma females are drawn to them. Sigma males are confident in their own abilities and understand that true strength doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from being secure in who you are and walking beside those who share the same level of confidence. When Sigma males and Sigma females connect, it's not about power struggles or competition, it's about mutual respect. Sigma males understand that Sigma females have their own path, and they don't try to alter it. They support Sigma females quietly, without trying to steer them in any particular direction. Sigma females appreciate this kind of partnership because it allows them to stay true to themselves. Sigma females don't need anyone to dictate their journey. They're in charge of their own life and decisions, and that's exactly how they like it. Sigma males, on the other hand, understand this and embrace it. They don't try to overshadow or control Sigma females. Instead, they offer steady, quiet support, walking beside them as equals. This respect for independence is what makes their bond so strong. Sigma males understand that a powerful relationship is built on mutual respect and understanding, not dominance. Sigma females don't want to be controlled, and Sigma males don't try to. They understand that both partners bring something unique to the table, and that's what makes their dynamic so powerful. Sigma females are the ones in control of their own journey, and Sigma males recognize that and choose to walk beside them, offering support without ever overshadowing them. Together, they form a partnership that's built on equality, respect, and shared strength. It's not about who leads, it's about walking side by side, each respecting the other's path and purpose. And that's the kind of partnership that Sigma females value most. Are you starting to see how well these dynamics fit together? Drop a comment below. Do you agree that Sigma females don't need to compete for dominance? 3. Sigma females thrive alone. They don't rely on anyone to complete them. They're perfectly fine being on their own, and in fact, they actually prefer it sometimes. Sigma females don't need a partner to feel fulfilled. They are their own source of strength and satisfaction. Unlike many others who constantly seek validation or approval from external sources, Sigma females draw their confidence and energy from within. They understand that their worth doesn't come from being in a relationship, but from their own abilities and accomplishments. They've spent time building a life that is independent, fulfilling, and rich with meaning. This doesn't mean that Sigma females are opposed to relationships. They just don't need one to feel whole. They are capable of creating happiness and success on their own terms. For Sigma females, the most important relationship they have is with themselves. This deep self-awareness allows them to attract the right type of partner, someone who respects their independence and appreciates their self-sufficiency. This is where Sigma males come in. Sigma males understand the importance of solitude and personal space. They're not clingy or needy, and they don't expect Sigma females to be either. They recognize that Sigma females don't require constant attention to feel secure or loved. Instead, they offer their support in a way that respects Sigma females' need for space and independence. Sigma males understand that the best relationships aren't about constantly being attached at the hip. They are built on mutual respect for each other's autonomy. Sigma males are comfortable with the fact that Sigma females are capable of thriving on their own. They don't feel threatened by this independence, but instead, they admire it. They understand that a relationship with a Sigma female is about partnership, not dependency. Sigma males don't want to be the center of Sigma females' world. They want to be a part of it, adding to it without taking away from it. This creates a healthy, balanced dynamic. Sigma females also enjoy their alone time because it allows them to recharge and reflect. They know that in order to be their best selves, they need time to be alone with their thoughts and their goals. Sigma males respect this need for solitude, and they don't take it personally. They understand that alone time doesn't mean disconnection. It's simply a way for Sigma females to stay centered and focused. This mutual respect for personal space is one of the things that makes the bond between Sigma males and Sigma females so strong. They both value independence and personal growth, and they understand that a relationship is strongest when both individuals are allowed to continue growing and evolving as people. Sigma females don't need a partner to complete them, and Sigma males get that. They don't seek to change or control Sigma females, but rather they walk alongside them, offering support without interfering. Together, they create a relationship built on respect, mutual understanding, and the freedom to be themselves. 4.Alpha males are all about showing off. They need to be loud, dominant, and always in control. Their presence is often bold, and they strive to draw attention to themselves. They thrive in environments where they can command the room, take charge, and have everyone watching them. While this might work for some, Sigma females aren't drawn to that energy. Sigma females don't need someone who's constantly seeking the spotlight. They don't need someone who's always putting on a show to feel important. What Sigma females are attracted to is quiet confidence. They admire someone who doesn't need to prove their worth to anyone. They don't need flashy gestures or grand speeches to feel secure in themselves. Sigma females appreciate the type of person who doesn't need validation from the crowd. Instead, they admire someone who is secure in their abilities and comfortable in their own skin. Sigma females are attracted to the kind of person who lets their actions speak louder than their words. They prefer a calm, steady presence to one that is constantly loud or trying to dominate a situation. This is where Sigma males shine. Sigma males don't need to be the loudest person in the room. They don't try to dominate conversations or fight for attention. Instead, they let their quiet confidence and their actions do the talking. Sigma males understand that power isn't about being the loudest or the most visible. True power comes from within. It's about having the strength to stand on your own without needing constant external validation. Sigma females see this in Sigma males, and they're drawn to it. They don't need their partner to be the center of attention, and they certainly don't want someone who is constantly performing to impress others. What they want is someone who knows who they are and doesn't feel the need to prove it. Sigma males, unlike alpha males, are secure enough to be themselves without needing to put on a show. This is incredibly attractive to Sigma females. They value authenticity and self-assurance over the need for validation. Sigma females respect the type of person who doesn't need constant applause or recognition. They value someone who can be content with quiet achievements and personal growth. This is the type of person who can offer them the stability and respect they need in a relationship. It's not about competing for the spotlight or fighting for attention. It's about sharing a space where both partners are allowed to be themselves, without one trying to outshine the other. Sigma males respect that dynamic. They don't need to be the loudest voice in the room because they know they don't need to impress anyone. They are comfortable with who they are, and that's what makes them so attractive to Sigma females. Sigma females don't need the drama of alpha males trying to prove their dominance. Instead, they want the steady, quiet power of Sigma males who understand that true strength comes from within. Together, Sigma males and Sigma females create a relationship built on mutual respect, shared confidence, and the understanding that no one needs to be the center of attention. If you've been enjoying the video, make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on the next part of this Sigma series. Trust me, you won't want to. Now, let's continue exploring why Sigma males and Sigma females are a perfect match. 5. Sigma females are introverts at heart. They need their alone time to recharge, reflect, and grow. While alpha males are often out there seeking constant attention and engagement, Sigma females prefer moments of solitude. They value their own space because it allows them to center themselves, gain clarity, and process their thoughts. Alone time is not just about being by themselves, it's a necessity for their mental well-being. They understand that without time to themselves, they can't be the best version of themselves for anyone else. Sigma females don't feel lonely when they're alone. In fact, they embrace solitude as a time for growth, creativity, and self-reflection. They use these moments to better understand themselves and their goals, ensuring they stay aligned with their true path. When they are alone, they are not wasting time. They are sharpening their mind, focusing on their passions, and recharging their energy. Sigma females don't need someone around them constantly to feel validated. They have a deep sense of self that doesn't depend on the presence of others. This quality makes them independent and confident, which is exactly what Sigma males respect. Sigma males, unlike alpha males, understand this need for space. They aren't clingy or needy. They know that a strong relationship isn't about constantly being in each other's face or demanding attention. Sigma males respect the fact that Sigma females need their alone time. They don't take it personally, nor do they feel insecure about it. Instead, they view it as an opportunity for both partners to grow individually. Sigma males are comfortable with the idea of spending time apart because they understand that personal growth is crucial to a healthy relationship. They don't need constant validation or attention from their partner, just like Sigma females. This mutual understanding of personal space makes the relationship between Sigma males and Sigma females much stronger. They both understand that while time together is important, time apart is just as valuable. Sigma females also appreciate Sigma males' respect for their need for solitude. They know that Sigma males are not only comfortable with being alone themselves, but they also understand the importance of allowing others to have that space. This mutual respect for alone time is a cornerstone of their connection. Sigma females don't want to be smothered or constantly checked on. They value their independence and the ability to have time to think, recharge, and simply exist in their own world. Sigma males respect that, and they give Sigma females the space they need without feeling rejected or insecure. This makes their connection even more meaningful. The relationship between Sigma males and Sigma females is not built on constant proximity or attention. It's built on the understanding that both partners can thrive on their own while still coming together to support each other when needed. They create a healthy balance of independence and closeness, knowing that time apart allows them to grow stronger both individually and together. This mutual respect for space is one of the reasons Sigma males and Sigma females form such a powerful bond. 6. Sigma females don't need to compete for dominance. Alpha males are always looking for opportunities to prove that they are the top dog, the one in control. They're driven by the need to be in charge and to constantly assert their dominance. For them, it's all about maintaining power and being recognized as the leader of the pack. Sigma females, on the other hand, don't play that game. They don't need to prove themselves or fight for the spotlight. They already know their value, and that's enough. Sigma females are confident in themselves, and they don't feel the need to compete for attention or recognition. They don't care about being the loudest person in the room or making sure everyone knows they're the most important. Sigma females lead in their own quiet way. They don't need to fight for dominance because they don't have to prove anything. They know who they are and what they bring to the table. This is what makes them so attractive to Sigma males. Sigma males don't need to compete for dominance either. They understand that power doesn't come from trying to control others or asserting themselves constantly. They are confident enough to let others be themselves without trying to take the lead. This lack of competition is what makes the relationship between Sigma males and Sigma females so balanced and healthy. Neither one needs to assert dominance or prove their worth to the other. They both respect each other's individuality and strength. Sigma males understand that true strength doesn't come from domination. It comes from the ability to coexist peacefully with others without the need for control. Sigma females recognize that too. They don't want to engage in power struggles. They want someone who respects their strength without trying to outshine them. This mutual respect is what makes Sigma males and Sigma females such a good match. Neither one feels the need to compete or fight for control. They both understand that being in a relationship means supporting each other without the need for domination. Sigma females and Sigma males both thrive in their independence, but they also understand the importance of cooperation and mutual respect. They don't need to compete for dominance because they both recognize that their individual strengths make them more powerful together. Sigma females are comfortable with who they are, and they don't need to dominate anyone to feel validated. They know that their worth isn't defined by how much attention they get or how much power they hold over others. They are already strong and confident in their own right. Sigma males respect this. They don't need to assert themselves constantly because they're already confident in their abilities. They understand that a healthy relationship is based on mutual respect and equality, not on who's in charge. Sigma females and Sigma males both understand that true strength comes from within, and that's what makes their connection so powerful. They don't need to compete for dominance. Instead, they create a relationship built on respect, support, and a shared understanding of their individual strengths. 7 Sigma females aren't about drama. They don't need to stir the pot or seek attention. Alpha males often thrive on drama. They're used to being in the middle of conflict and competition. They're constantly vying for attention, trying to prove themselves to others. Sigma females, however, don't have time for that. They are focused on their goals and their personal growth. They don't need the noise or chaos that drama brings. Sigma females value peace, stability, and clarity. They don't want their lives filled with unnecessary complications or emotional turmoil. Drama distracts them from their purpose. Sigma females prefer relationships that are calm, grounded, and supportive. They don't want to be constantly dealing with conflicts or trying to solve problems that don't matter. They believe in finding harmony, not chaos, and they seek out people who share that belief. Sigma males align with this mindset perfectly. Like Sigma females, they aren't interested in drama. They don't create conflict for the sake of attention or control. Sigma males prefer to live quietly and independently, and they respect others who do the same. They don't need to make a scene or assert dominance. Instead, they focus on what matters, building their own life, respecting others, and maintaining peace. This shared approach to life is what makes Sigma males so attractive to Sigma females. Both of them value calm and clarity over emotional volatility. While alpha males often need to be the center of attention, creating drama to feel validated, Sigma males and Sigma females prefer to avoid that kind of attention-seeking behavior. They are both confident enough to know they don't need to prove themselves by making waves. They have nothing to prove to anyone else. Sigma females find peace in knowing they don't need to participate in games or petty rivalries. They can stand firm in their strength without having to engage in the chaos that often surrounds more dramatic personalities. Sigma males respect this trait in Sigma females. They also understand the importance of maintaining peace in a relationship. For Sigma males, drama is a waste of time and energy. They are focused on self-improvement, personal growth, and the pursuit of their goals, just like Sigma females. This mutual understanding of the value of peace and stability is what makes their connection so strong. Neither Sigma males nor Sigma females are interested in unnecessary conflict. They don't have time for drama. and they know that a strong, healthy relationship doesn't rely on it. They want a partnership that allows both of them to be their authentic selves without the need for games or distractions. This shared value of avoiding drama is what makes their relationship so solid. They can focus on building something meaningful together without being sidetracked by drama, unnecessary arguments, or emotional roller coasters. Their connection is built on mutual respect for each other's space, goals, and need for peace. Together, they create a peaceful and supportive environment where both can thrive. 8. At the end of the day, Sigma males connect with Sigma females on a level that alpha males simply can't. There's no surface-level games, no trying to impress or outdo each other. Instead, their connection is rooted in something much deeper: mutual understanding and respect. Sigma females are strong, independent, and self-assured. They don't need anyone to define their worth or their place in the world. They are secure in who they are, and they understand that their value doesn't depend on external approval or validation. Sigma males see this in Sigma females. They respect the fact that Sigma females don't need anyone to tell them they're worthy. This creates an incredibly powerful connection because both understand that their worth comes from within. Sigma females don't need to constantly prove themselves or fight for attention, and neither do Sigma males. They both recognize the importance of self-worth and self-assurance. This mutual understanding allows them to connect on a deeper, more meaningful level. Sigma males don't need to assert themselves or compete for power. They understand that their value is not determined by how much control they have over others. Similarly, Sigma females don't need to dominate or control their partner. Instead, they come together as equals. This lack of competition creates a relationship where both partners can grow without feeling threatened or overshadowed. Sigma males and Sigma females can appreciate each other's strengths without feeling the need to outshine one another. What draws Sigma females to Sigma males is their ability to connect without the usual ego-driven drama that can exist in relationships. With alpha males, it often feels like a competition. Who can take charge more? Who can get the most attention? And who is leading the pack? But with Sigma males, it's not about dominance. It's about respect, understanding, and the freedom to be oneself. Sigma females are attracted to Sigma males because they don't need to be told what to do or how to behave. They don't need a partner who tries to change them or push them into a mold. They want someone who values them for who they are. Sigma males are secure enough to not feel threatened by Sigma females' independence. They don't need to control them or make them feel smaller in order to feel significant. This creates a strong foundation of trust and mutual respect. The attraction between Sigma males and Sigma females isn't based on games or manipulation. It's based on an authentic connection where both individuals feel understood and supported. There's no need to pretend to be something they're not. They can just be themselves. This deep, unspoken bond is what makes the relationship between Sigma males and Sigma females so powerful. It's not built on power plays or superficial attraction. It's built on respect, mutual understanding, and a shared sense of independence. Together, Sigma males and Sigma females create a dynamic where both are free to grow, evolve, and be their true selves. Their connection is deeper than anything an alpha/alpha dynamic could ever offer. The mutual respect they share makes them an unstoppable force. So, let's be real. Sigma females are the true power players. They don't need alpha males to feel validated or secure. In fact, they don't need anyone to make them feel important. They know their worth, and that's what makes them so powerful. They don't crave constant attention or validation from others, especially not from those trying to claim superiority through dominance. Sigma females stand on their own. They're confident, independent, and self-assured. They don't need someone to constantly tell them how amazing they are. They already know that, and that's why they don't feel the need to compete with anyone. Sigma females aren't looking for someone to lead them. They're looking for someone who will walk beside them. They want someone who respects their journey and understands that they don't need anyone to dominate or control them. That's why Sigma females are drawn to Sigma males. They don't try to overpower them. Instead, Sigma males recognize the strength and independence of Sigma females and support them as equals. This is why Sigma males and Sigma females are such a perfect match. They both value self-sufficiency and respect each other's autonomy. They don't need to fight for dominance or attention, and they don't need to constantly prove their worth to each other. Sigma males and Sigma females understand each other on a deeper level, and that connection is what makes their dynamic so powerful. Sigma males don't need to prove anything to Sigma females because they already understand the value of independence and self-worth. Sigma females don't need validation from anyone, and Sigma males respect that. They see Sigma females as equals, not as someone to control or dominate. They walk beside them, supporting them in their journey without trying to take the lead. In conclusion, Sigma females are drawn to Sigma males because they don't need anyone to dominate them. Sigma females don't need anyone to tell them they're worthy. They already know that. Sigma males respect that, and that's why Sigma females are obsessed with them. Sigma males don't try to overpower Sigma females. They don't try to change them or make them feel smaller. Instead, they walk beside them, recognizing their strength and offering quiet support. This balance of mutual respect is the foundation of their relationship. Sigma females and Sigma males both understand that true power comes from within, and they both value self-sufficiency. Together, they create a dynamic that's built on equality, respect, and shared strength. So, what do you think? Do you agree that Sigma females are secretly the superior force in relationships, and that Sigma males get them better than anyone else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on Sigma dynamics. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next one. Catch you in the next video.